everybody, and welcome to Playing with Pennies. My name's Amanda, and this is my budgeting channel. If you've seen my previous video, which I recently deleted, it's about a year old. I was using YNAB. I was screen sharing with YNAB, and it just didn't feel right. I'm more comfortable doing pen and paper budgeting. I'm an all digital budgeter, meaning I keep all of my finances in multiple savings accounts and multiple bank accounts. I don't actually see any of the cash unless I do a random withdrawal, which is very rare for me. But anyway, I keep all of my money in bank accounts. I use just my debit card. If there's an emergency, I do have an emergency savings account, but I also have a fully paid off emergency credit card that I just use for emergencies and gas, and we'll get into that later. But I also have no desire to use physical cash. Every time I've ever used cash, it's been incredibly stressful, because if I go to the store and I only have $50, I'm going to end up swiping my I'm going to end up swiping my debit card if it's $50.50. So I don't keep change on me. It's just not my thing. So if you're looking for cash stuffing videos, regretfully, that will not be in this channel. But what I do have is biweekly pay periods. So if you can relate to that, please stick around. I have biweekly pay periods. I live in the Midwest. I'm actually an Indiana girl. I'm a Hoosier. So if that's something you're interested in, please stick around. I'd love to have you here. Sorry if I'm talking kind of fast. I haven't, like I said, recorded in a long time, so I'm pretty nervous. But at the same time, I'm a talkative person. So if you like chatty videos, here we are. So let's jump right into it. Like I said, I'm a biweekly budgeter, I get biweekly paychecks. So here in September, I actually get paid on the 9th and the 23rd. So those will be my paydays. Let me actually zoom you in real quick. That might help. There we go. Okay, so I get paid on the 9th and the 23rd of September. And on those days, my pay is not, I'm not salary, I'm hourly. However, I can kind of guess what my income will be. I always round down because you never know if you're going to miss a day or a couple hours, not a whole day. But you never know if you're going to miss a couple hours, and you never really know what's going on with life. So that's why I round down all of my pay. I also have automatic withdrawals with every paycheck, so you're not actually going to see my full pay amount. Those automatic withdrawals go to a savings account and then to pay my car payment, so you also won't see a car payment in my videos. So if we go to my budget, let's see if you can see that. Yes. Okay, if you go to my budget, you'll see I don't actually have, I have car insurance here, but I don't have a car payment listed because it's not an automatic payment. What happens is when I get paid every other Friday, a set amount of money, which is more than my car payment, comes out of my account, or comes out of my paycheck. And before I even see it, goes to this other bank account. And that stays in checking, and then whatever is left over after my car payment has been made at that point in the month, I roll into my emergency savings account, which is at that same bank, if that makes sense. So I have automatic savings there, and then I also have automatic savings where I have my paycheck automatically deducts a set amount of money each paycheck, and it's not a lot of money. It's just a little bit here and a little bit there, but it's a set low amount. So every other Friday, every paycheck, I get this low set amount sent to my Ally Bank account, where it sits in a high yield savings account. So all of that being said, what you see here will not be my full paycheck. So let's just get into this. So in September, I'll get paid on the 9th and the 23rd, like I said. So that's 2 paychecks. So my income is expected to be $1,025 per paycheck. Like I said, that's what those deposits already those withdrawals already taken out. So let me go here. Let me turn this just a bit so I can actually write. I'm very much a right to the side kind of person. So that would be $2,050 for my budgeted income. It will most likely be more. Like I said, I budget on the low end just to be safe. And then my bonuses and rollover / other, whatever you want to call it, will be $250. Once again, I'm lowballing. So that bonus, this could be a bonus plus rollover. This could be just the bonus. This could be just the rollover. But that bonus does come on the second paycheck of every month. It is not guaranteed, which is frustrating, but I've never had a month since we started the incentive bonus. I've never had a month where I didn't get it on the second paycheck. So, and that's been over a year now. So let's move on to our fixed expenses. I have rent, which is due on the 1st, utilities due on the 1st. So these are our due dates. And then we will fill out our budget section. So my rent is includes my payment for my cat as well. So my rent is actually $890, but I do pay $915 because it's $25 for the cat. So Melly is expensive. So $915, and that's the full amount. My utilities is I keep it in a collected savings account in my account. I keep saying account. I apologize. I keep it in a collective savings account at my bank because I will split however much all of my utilities are in half and put half of that in per paycheck. I hope that makes sense. I just moved into this apartment, so I'm still trying to figure it out myself. I don't know how much my utilities will be yet, but we will see. Then I have a loan with my bank at $160, and I am rounding all of these up. This is like $159.40, so I'm just rounding it up to $160 to make this more even. And then I have my car insurance. That's $110. And then I have my Capital One. I have 2 Capital One cards. This one is essentially paid off, and this one is not. This one has the lowest balance. This one does not have a low balance. Like, it's a very high balance, and we'll go over that. I think I'm going to make a debt overview video every couple months or so, but I am trying to pay this one down, and I definitely think I can get this one paid off. So Capital One, that first payment will be $50, and that is not the minimum. That is the minimum plus interest plus whatever else I can throw. And then Capital One 1910 is getting $150. And then AT&T, that's to pay for AT&T fiber at my apartment. So that's actually that's only $62.29, but since I want to make it a rounder number, I'm putting 32 in per paycheck. So it's going to be 64. And my grand total for all of these is $1,674. So $1,674. And then I forgot to put up my total up here. This is $2,300. So we have $2,300, then we have $1,674, and then we have our variable expenses. So let me see if you can see that. Let me move up. There we go. So with our variable expenses, we have groceries, dining out, gasoline, date nights. I do date. So then you have health. I do have prescriptions I pick up. It's anytime I go to like the pharmacy or something like that. I went to the eye doctor recently and that was $60. So health and beauty. So anytime I pick up like, let's say I want a manicure, I'd put it in health because that's like a mental health thing. So, and then I have allowance, giving, which excludes Christmas. It's more for birthdays and just random giving. And then miscellaneous, which I cannot spell to save my life. So we're just going to leave it at miss. So we'll just leave it at miss. Anyway, so getting back to the numbers for groceries, you can see that. Let me see. Okay, for groceries, we're going to budget $300 for dining out. And I don't know if that's a lot or a little to most people. I'm budgeting, I think, let me see. Let me turn on my calculator. 300 divided by 4. I think $75 a week, which for a single person is like, I don't know, with inflation lately, that's like, it seems like a lot less because I'll actually spend around $100 at the grocery store. So I don't know if that's enough, but we'll see. And then dining out, we're doing $120. And I do like to DoorDash if I forget my lunch. So I typically spend about $25 every time I forget my lunch. So I've been packing more and more since I moved because it's so expensive to get DoorDash, and Uber Eats doesn't exist in my area. It's a smaller area. So we do DoorDash. Well, I do DoorDash. Then gas. I recently moved to the city. Well, I say city, big town. I moved to the big town. And this big town, everything's within a 2-mile drive from me. So I filled up my tank on 8/4. And then I just filled up my tank again on 8/26. So 22 days. Is that right? Yeah, 22 days around abouts. I still had a half a tank of gas. Like I don't even know how that happens, but I've been spending less and less on gas because I live in the city. So anyway, gas has really gone down for me. It used to be $140 to $160 a month that I'd spend. Now I'm only spending $60. So it's good to save money there. And date nights, we're going to put 25 because, you know, date nights. In health, we're not going to budget anything. I don't anticipate having to spend money on that. Allowance, I always budget. I always budget for because I'm a spender. I like to spend money on things that bring me joy. So like I just bought a mop. I know that sounds like, oh, mopping's not fun. No, you don't understand. My mop was trash. Like I just moved here, like I said, and I've been mopping my floors with this Dollar Tree sponge on a stick. And I gotta tell you, it's like, no, it was just pushing dirt and grime around. It was so gross. My feet were black. Every single day I'd walk on my laminate floor and I couldn't take it anymore. So I spent $20 on a mop on Amazon, a microfiber spray mop, and best investment ever. My floors are so flipping clean. It's so cool. So anyway, moving on, giving, I'm not doing anything. There are no birthdays this month, and I don't anticipate giving anybody any random amount of money that can't be budgeted anywhere else. And then in miscellaneous, I'm going to budget 50 because life throws curves at you. So life's got curveballs. And that all comes out to 630. Oh, that's an awful 3. 630. Which, if I did my math right, means minus 1674 minus 630. And I did do my math right. So I anticipate having more money in my account than what I'm budgeting. But just in case, I am -4. Now, I knew I would be -4 because I did this budget ahead of time so I'd get my numbers right in it. I was hoping it wouldn't be a long video, but I am very talkative. So basically, I knew I'd be -4, and that's fine. I have a buffer in my account. I have money in my account that will take care of that. I have multiple savings accounts, like I said. If anything happens where I'm -$200, that could even be covered. But -4 I can handle for the first part of the budget. So that's that. Let me zoom you back out. There we go. Sorry, I just realized all of my calculating was off to the side. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Thank you for bearing with me for this first video. I'm gonna try and upload a video a week for now, like just see how I do. But I fully anticipate this being a great thing for me because I'll have my weekly check-ins, I'll have my budgets, and it's an amazing way to keep your finances in order. I used to do this. I did this for many, many years, and my finances were way more in order, and I was making way less money than I do now. So anyway, long video to just say thank you so much for joining me, and please hit the subscribe button. I would absolutely love to have you stick around and have you be with me on this fun little journey to, 1, get rid of this Capital One debt, and 2, just have a chat every once in a while. I mean, I love watching these videos, so I think making them is going to be so much fun. All right, so subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you feel is good, and I will see you in the next video. Once again, this is Playing with Pennies, and this is Amanda. See ya.